This is a BMW X5 xDrive 40i, which is around the base level trim of this car, except it does have all-wheel drive. But I'm going to be giving you 5 cool features of this car in this video. I'm Aiden, and you're watching Gaudin X. Now, of course, the first cool feature is going to be the engine, because this doesn't get an inline 4 like a lot of BMWs does. It gets the B58 inline 6 as its standard powertrain, which it doesn't make M Sport levels of power. It only makes 335 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque. If you get an M340i, M240i, or anything like that, you'll make 382 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque. But that doesn't mean this car is slow. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, and it's pretty quick for a car that weighs this much. And it's super fuel efficient as well, with 23 miles per gallon in the city and highway combined. And it'll get about 550 miles of highway driving when you decide to take this on a road trip. So I think the X5 is a pretty decent powertrain. All right, and the second cool feature I have on the BMW X5 is actually going to be its clamshell tailgate that you got going on here. It's really cool because for tailgating and loading stuff into the rear of the car, it makes it super easy. They open separately and they're both electronically closing too. You don't have to lift this up manually or anything like that. You get 33.9 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row and 67.2 cubic feet of cargo space behind that first row, which is a pretty decent amount of space. Plenty of cargo space and tie down points, and you even have a load cover just in case you want to use that. But the clamshell definitely is the highlight back here, being able to do so much more with it that makes this car even more practical than if it was just to be a normal tailgate. Here's something most of you probably don't know about the X5 or other nice cars out there in general, is the fact that some manufacturers make it so their doors will stay open in any position without having to be in a position and it falling back and forth and hitting you on the rump when you don't open it far enough. And the X5 has that feature back here. If I open the door past a certain point and just leave it anywhere, it will stay in its position without closing at all until you get to this. You can't, there's a certain point where it stops working, which is about right here, but once you pull it past that initial hump, it'll stay anywhere you want it to, which is nice, especially if you have little kids. You don't want the doors slamming onto their fingers just in case there's any wind or if you don't open it far enough. It's just a great safety feature and a great luxury feature as well. Now, if you didn't know, BMW's been doing a certain gimmick for the last probably 5-6 years in their higher end vehicles, and it's called gesture control. It's where I can use the hand movements I have right here to actually increase the volume, swipe to the next song, or go back to the previous song using hand movements that are detected by a camera. It's really cool. It's a gimmick BMW initially debuted in the 7 Series in, I believe, 2017, which is quite a while ago. But cool little feature you can have, and I think, not that you're going to use it much, but I think it's something you can always show off to your friends and family. And the fifth cool feature is going to be how nice this interior is when it comes to its materials. You have beautiful Vernasca leather all over this one, which is an option that they don't offer on the 24s. It's either Sensafin or full merino leather, which merino leather is incredible. Don't get Sensafin and don't get Sensatec. It is the worst feeling fake leather in the car industry today, but this one luckily had Vernasca leather optioned onto it. It means you get these beautiful, soft, comfortable seats. This one has the Sensatec dashboard, which is fine on a dashboard, just don't get this on a seat. You have Vernasca leather all over the door panel, which is really nice. And when it comes to the inlays on this car, you have genuine ash grain wood right here, which is super, super nice feeling. And in some parts, it even feels like it's going to give me a splinter. So the inside of the X5 is definitely beautiful. And those are the 5 cool features of the BMW X5. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more from us, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.